Oh no, part of my line's over that tree limb. What if I catch a fish? Oh my gosh, I've got a fish. I'm limb lining, boys. Oh, that's a good fish. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Strip Pit Fishing. I'm out here at the pits by myself today. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different than last video. I'm gonna be driving around and bank fishing, but I'm gonna be looking for the smallest potholes I can find and trying to find some bass in them. I've perch fished out of some of these little tiny potholes before and caught a few perch, but I've never really done any bass fishing in them, so I'm curious to see if there's bass inside. I'm already at my first location. You can kind of see maybe through there how small of a pothole that is, and we'll try and find some even smaller than that. But let's throw a lure in the water and see if we can find some bass in these little potholes. All right, so here we are, trekking through the forest to the first spot. This is a little bit clearer than some of the other ones I've seen. We've been getting a crap ton of rain recently, and so a lot of the bigger pits are really, really muddy, and what I'm walking on is muddy, not to mention, but this is pretty clear for what I've seen, but we'll see if we can find some in here. I got my little spinner bait on there. Had some good luck with that in the last video, so let's see if we can do it again. I have to cast a little bit differently than I normally would, but it is what it is. Oh, we got a fish first cast. Oh, we got a fish first cast. I was not expecting him to hit that so fast. Oh my, there we go. That is what I like to call an unexpected bass. Not very big, but I don't expect to catch a 5-pounder out of these things. There we go. 100% fish to cast ratio. Can't speak. But I might just stop there, call it a video, and it'd make for a good title. You know what I mean? All right, we'll take a few more casts here. Yeah, I'm not going to spend, if I don't catch a fish in the first few casts at some of these, I'll probably just leave, you know, because I'm not going to waste, 30 minutes. If there were a fish wanted my lure, I'd probably take it in the first few casts. Because, you can only cast so many places in these little things. Okay, so we only caught one fish at the first spot, but I'm not going to complain too much about that, because on some of these I don't really expect to catch anything. So I guess that'll make up for a pothole where I don't catch anything. All right, so we're at the next spot here. Caught one at the last place, as you saw. And this one was a little bit murkier. But I have caught a long time ago. I caught like probably a 2-pound bass out of it. I don't know if you can tell how muddy it is, but it is extremely small. We'll start with the spinner bait since this is pretty muddy. But before we leave, we will give this swim bait a try. So let's see what happens. See if we can. Ooh, it looked like something took it. Let's see if we can start a party in this calm little tiny pothole. All right, I'm gonna walk over there and see if I can get anything in that little corner. Okay, this could be a little bit hairy, so. Oh wow, that's so slick. All right, we made it. Let's give this little corner a shot here. Well, this spot wasn't a huge success. We'll have to come try it again in another video, but we will catch a fish out of this, mark my words. But for now, let's head to the next spot. Okay, for this spot, I literally don't even know if there's fish in it at all. The other ones, I know for sure. This one, heck, it could just be floodwater, but Okay, I see perch. I actually see a lot of perch. So there are living organisms in this little tiny pothole. No luck here. There's another snake. Gosh dang it, dude. I gotta get out of here, son. Next spot. All right, here we go. Spot number 4. I almost said 3. All right, now this spot, I have perch fished before. Don't think I've ever bass fished it. Oh, was that a fish? Was that a fish? I think it was moss. No fish at this spot. 1 fish on 4 spots. Yeah, that's not very good, but hey, we'll find them. We'll find them. All right, so this spot, it's gonna be a little bit more of a trek to the spot that we're going to. But I've always wanted to stop here and try it. And this is the perfect day and perfect video to do it for. Shall we give it a shot? No luck at this spot. What's new, you know? On to the next spot it is. So here we are at the next spot. What spot is this? 5, 6? But I saw a swirl right there. But yeah, we only caught 1 fish, and it was on our first cast at our first spot. Oh! Ooh! Ooh, oh, he smoked it! No! That was a nice bass. That was a nice bass. I wasn't really ready, you know? I mean, you don't catch a fish for a while. Oh, got a fish. That might be him. I'm trying to keep the hook set. Get in here. Oh my goodness. Talk about working for a fish. Fish number 2, boys. And if it doesn't look like this pothole is very small, it's not as small. This is probably the biggest one we fished out of. But there's a pit on the other side. There's a land bridge right there. So it is sectioned off. So, you know, hey, I'm going to count it. YouTubers cheat in challenges all the time, right? Oh, look at that. I was just bobbing it. Oh my goodness. They're in this little covey right here. I thought I saw him hit it, and so I let it sink again. I was like playing it like a little worm or a crawl, and then I got him. We're finally getting some action, man. Oh, that's a good bass. That's a good bass. I saw him hit it. Stay down. That's a good bass. Get up here. That's a lot better bass. That's a better bass. And there he is. I'd say he's the biggest bass of the day. Not very big, but like I said earlier, I'm not going to expect huge bass out of these little potholes, you know. Oh, something mouthed it. Something mouthed it. Did he rip the... He ripped my swim bait apart. Oh no. Never rip a man's swim bait apart. Look at that. Do you see that? I'm going to repair it just to spite him. Look at that. Swim bait repaired. Take that, you stupid fish. And I'm going to come back and catch you. He knew. He knew to get out of there ASAP. He knew old Jack was coming. Swirl by my lure. Dang it. Ooh! Ooh, another one! Another one! They're just sitting in this little pocket. Get up here. Get up here, son. That's the biggest bass of the day. That's the biggest bass of the day. Get some pliers on this big boy. Ooh, oh gosh. Oh my gosh, those needle nose are so hot. The sun was just bathing on them. Oh my gosh. That just burnt the crap out of my freaking hand, dude. It's still burning my hand. Come again. My swim bait's still getting ripped up, dude. I told y'all in the last video, swim bait was the way to go out here, I'm telling you. And I've watched every one of these fish hit it, except maybe one. I could see them about a foot below the water, just shoom, just smoke it. And they've all came from like right here and right here. So they're just under in the shade, like I guess in these little moss lines. That was a horrible cast, but I let it happen because that's where I've been catching the fish. Oh no, part of my line's over that tree limb. What if I catch a fish? Oh my gosh, I've got a fish. I'm limb lining, boys. Oh, that's a good fish. I'm limb lining. Oh, he's hooked weird. Oh, he swallowed it. That's the biggest bass of the day, dude. He didn't fight because of how I hooked him. He didn't fight because of how I hooked him. He was so uncomfortable. I hooked him like in the roof of his mouth, but like pretty deep. Can you see that in there? I'm gonna have to get the needle nose again. My line was over the edge of that tree limb and I felt the tug and I was like, oh my gosh, I got a fish. Man, we just keep setting new records for the day. That's definitely the biggest bass of the day right there. Oh man, this spot has spiced this video up. I almost did not stop here. That's a good cast. That could be a fish. Oh! Ah, it's a log. We're here at another spot. I didn't do a time-lapse video of me coming to this spot because of how long of a drive it was. I didn't want to bore the heck out of you guys. But we had a little bass hit mine there. But we'll do a couple more spots here and then we'll be done. You could pothole fish out here at the pits all day long and not hit all the potholes. All right, let's loop around here. Let's walk. Oh, crap. See this water right here? I want to get on the other side really bad. This is what I'm going to do. No shoes. No shoes. Oh, yes! 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 The mission was successful. We caught a fish. He came off. Yes. Oh, that's a fish. Man, we casted right on top of him. Right on top of him. It's a lot better bass than the first one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He had the tail in his mouth. A lot better fish than the first one. All right, so I'm gonna call that a wrap for the day. I think I did okay, you know. I mean, I'm not too disappointed. I didn't catch some fish in the first, well, I caught one on my first cast, but on the last, after that 3 or 4 spots, we didn't really catch anything. But then I ran into him there at that one bigger pothole and caught, I think 5, caught a couple there. So we did okay, caught around 8 fish or so. So I'm not gonna complain, but thank you guys again for joining me here on Strip Pit Fishing, and we'll see you in the next one.